bello.
Hey, che bello, Luca. I'm Thom Calandra, and eccolo, my friend, Luca Bitonti.
Buongiorno.
Hey.
Ciao.
Ciao, baby. Luca and I are in Calabria right now. As you can see, it's beautiful and, a little cloudy. And Luca's a friend of mine and also a longtime subscriber to the Calandra Report. And he's helping me to learn Italian, and also he's helping me to learn about gold and stocks. He only got into gold.
For what reason?
For what reason? But he only got into gold maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
No.
As a...
It's less than 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Va bene.
It was June 2020.
Okay, June 2020. You were just coming back from Russia?
Coming back from different travel with Thailand, for example.
Yeah. Okay, and Luca Bitonti is from Lecce, which is in Apulia, where I'm headed today to go pick up my daughter and her friend. And Lecce is at the very southeastern end of Italy, the tip of the boot. And we are just coming back from Sicily, from Taormina, Palermo. And this has been very instructive about what motivated Luca. Luca is an engineer for General Electric. He's a mechanical engineer.
This is a disclosure.
That's right.
This is some personal disclosure.
This is a disclosure.
You shouldn't do it. Shouldn't be doing it.
That's right. And Luca and I over the past 3 days have had some terrific discussions. I'm on the way to his hometown of Lecce and Santa Maria de LUCA in Puglia, which is not far from Gallipoli, which is not far from Greece, although we're in Italy. More importantly, or just as importantly, Luca has been sharing with me his gold
perspective.
Yes, you said the first thing he said to me when we saw each other a few days ago was, what is this gold bug?
Yeah, what gold bug means?
Yeah.
Am I a gold bug, in your opinion?
You are one of my most ardent gold bugs.
Okay. Possibly that's how it started.
Yeah. But why? What made you get into gold? What made you all of a sudden decide, that...
I just wanted to forget the issue of having money in the bank. I was not comfortable with this. I didn't like to look and to speak to my banker, to the bank, and I wanted something that will go safely out from the bank. And I'm completely unliterate in economics, so this was my urge.
That's interesting because you have a 5-year engineering degree.
I have a 5-year engineering, but zero economic culture.
And Luca, amico mio, when you first reached out to the Calandra Report a few years ago, you said...
2 years ago.
Yeah, you said you were willing to learn. Because many Italians, lots of Europeans, but many Italians have no idea how to invest in the stock market, in gold and silver,
no idea.
Platinum, palladium.
Nobody has a clue of what is an investment. Actually, it's seen something like very dangerous. So the literature, the narrative in Italy is keep the money in the bank, or at maximum put the bond, Italian bond, and be safe. Don't go in the stock exchange. It will be dangerous. so very conservative. But in these times, I believe you should dismiss your conservative attitude and be more aggressive in the way you can win against inflation, wins against uncertainty. So, and say yes, after I met you, and you were so kind to reply to my emails, to my calls, to my help needed, to my call for help. And then I started learning, and then I realized that if you have an idea that the prices of gold respect to currency will tend to increase, you are on the safe side of the play. We can say this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's an idea, but people get shaken when gold went down. I see that it's not easy, even for me, to stick on the matter. So you get a punch in the face by Mike Tyson. So your plan can be destroyed easily.
Yes.
But if you have a long-term view, well, basically I didn't need to have money, okay, to go in the stock.
No, because you have a good job.
I have a job.
Also,
I don't need to have money. I just need to preserve the small money I have.
Yeah, preservation of wealth. Luca is actually a sophisticated investor in other areas, agriculture. I mean, his family, his father, his mother has a beautiful.
Which you will see possibly.
Oh, possibly.
Possibly you will.
Tonight, tomorrow.
In the next days, you will.
Yes.
You will see some of the lands I own. But it's investment, not really in agriculture. I consider it as investment as owning something that will always be valuable, which is land, which is at the moment is very depreciated.
In this part of Italy, it is.
In this part of Italy. So it's like put on the side, out from banking system, having something that it will not depreciate and possibly appreciate. That's maybe a way to invest, but it's pretty obvious.
Luca, can I point? Luca, may I interrupt and point out something? Besides land, which Luca has been buying and adding to for many years, he recently started collecting, buying Rolex watches, and he has quite a.
This is a disclosure. You must cut this.
Uh-oh.
It's not true. I'm just collecting just pretty nice, rare vintage watches, which is not necessarily Rolex or whatever.
But the investment is done very well.
And I noticed the price may be in a bubble, but it indicates that there is so much liquidity that is not the real price of watches probably going up, but the possibly the inability of people to allocate properly the money. So watches, it was an extraordinary possibility investment during these years, but everybody knows, I guess.
Yes, Rolexes and other high-end watches like Rolex and other watches have been.
I don't recommend anybody to enter this field because it's very addictive. So you will be, you will possibly.
Yes, high-quality stainless steel watches, whether they're Rolexes or other brands, are an example of hard assets, just like gold.
Yes.
Right.
And they are
just like gold, silver,
very easy to
agriculture.
move from side to side. You can carry your watches in the bank safety box, and the space is very limited, and you can store. It's not my case, but you may be able to store a huge amount of money in a very small space.
Like diamonds.
You know, it's not like lands.
It's like diamonds. Maybe we should head to Antwerp.
No.
And
Diamonds is well.
yes.
Every commodities have a different story,
Yeah.
its own story, and diamonds is very difficult to understand. It's not easy because now we have also the disruption due to artificial diamonds. Did you know about?
Yes, of course.
So they are able to create
Synthetic
lab created diamonds, which what will do to the market for natural diamonds? It will be disruptive.
Come si dice diamanti?
I diamanti,
I
brillanti, diamanti, yes.
Yeah.
So
È così.
I recommend to the Italian, raccomando agli italiani to dismiss the comfort of
the discomfort.
the discomfort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Let's
Please go.
back up here a second. You know, I see it's raining, but it's also sunny. As you can see, we are headed to Lecce Terme, where I'm going to pick up my own car and head to Bari and pick up Gemma and
I
her
wish
friend.
you luck.
Yes, until I see you
in the
again.
Italian highways.
Yeah. Oh, you know, in California
It's
we
gonna
have
be
some of
okay.
the same problems. In LA, sometimes in San Francisco, lots of traffic. So, you know, LUCA has a high threshold for risk. Unbelievably so, because he's never even owned a stock before 2 years ago. And he also has
I didn't know the difference.
and he also has a tremendous memory, a photographic memory for facts and figures. And he also, by the way, speaks a few languages. His English is very good, much better than my Italian. He speaks Russian and he speaks Spanish, and of course Italiano. Hey, che cosa hai fatto? And my friend, let's just hit on a few of these. We were talking about Michael Gentile and how many the Vancouver banker who finally said, that's it, I've had enough, and started a couple of years ago doing a mini Sprott spraying of 6 or 8 different obscure, right, oscuro companies that are in gold and silver. These include Radisson Mines, they include American Pacific, they include Arizona Metals, which is now part of a different company, I believe, of course, having been bought. American Pacific, I think I mentioned.
Group 11 Resources.
Oh, Group 11 Resources, the zinc that in Ireland, that my friend there, or colleague Bart Jaworski runs out of Limerick, near Dublin. Also, another one in Ireland, Galway, right? Mario Stefano's Galantas, I'm sorry, not Galway. Strike Galway from the record. Galantas, okay. Right? And, you know...
Galway, I know, is a city in Ireland.
Yes, that's right. And I have to tell you, both, we have a common kind of trait, and that is I tend to put a lot of trust in Italiani, whether they're Italiani Americani or Italiani Canadian. You know, so you have Mario Stefano at there with his companies. You have Michael Gentile, fund manager. You have who else are we following?
Thom Calandra.
Thom Calandra. Aye. And we have.
And then Who else we have?
Oh, we had 3 or 4 others that we're following. Victor Cantore, who's a Quebecois but has Italian in him, and of course Amex Exploration, quite a few others, and but he's also a fan of a few companies that we've explored together. Golden Valley Mines, now Golden Royalty. What were some of the other ones that we've struck it fairly rich on?
Which one?
Well, tell me the big winners that we share in common.
We share together.
Yeah.
Big winners, Ivanhoe.
Oh, Ivanhoe.
Ivanhoe.
Oh, yeah, Ivanhoe. Okay.
Ivanhoe.
Now, of course, Robert Friedland his name is not Robert Friedlanda. He is Robert Friedland, and but still, he's done us quite a bit of justice in Africa. We have. Oh boy, so many. We made money on EMX royalties. He's
EMX,
yeah. But you were asking. One of the first things you said is, Thom, I bought Fortuna silver mines. By the way, I've been to Fortuna's property in Peru, but recently they had problems or a challenge with some of the
San Jose mine.
Yeah, the San Jose mine in Mexico.
Expired.
Yes, and the stock just collapsed. I mean, probably Thursday or Friday. It was down quite a few percent. And I've seen their mine also in Colombia, which they bought. What do you think's going to happen there? Are you?
I have no idea.
You got punched in the face.
Yeah, I got
right?
punched in the face.
So you change your plans have changed, or are you going to stick with it?
My plan is
to see what happens today.
No. My plan is I asked to you to what I'm gonna do. So,
well, I don't own Fortuna.
Please make your homework and research and tell me what I have to do, because you may catch something that I don't know.
I like the family.
No.
I like the Peruvian family, and I respect the Peruvian family that runs Fortuna. But let's face it, they expanded. They have several different properties. LUCA has an affinity to silver and gold, and he wanted to know more about primary silver producers such as Endeavor Silver. I would love to know. By the way, I'm sure now we'll hear from Fortuna because I've reached out to them. It's definitely an open secret now about the San Jose mine. Is there value there or not? I don't know. I to be honest, I considered it a fairly priced stock, and now it's about 20-30% or more below fair value, probably. And I tend to think that the wave will continue for commodities, and that could help provide some ballast to Fortuna.
No, Fortuna, I think we need to understand if they are able to extend for other 10 years their permission to mine the San Jose, which now is expiring in October. So they've been asking the extension because they invested, of course, a lot of money in developing. So if they are able, if there is any chance for them to extend the mining, because otherwise they can potentially lose an asset and never recover. So you may investigate and understand what are the chances, probability they can extend the mining, which will be extended.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody else. So if they can extend, for sure, you have a probability that they will there be a rebound in the stock. I believe.
Okay.
That your own work now, Thom.
Okay, Signor Bitonti.
Yes.
Luca, let's ask. What are the one or two names that you're very excited about, or the commodities themselves?
I'm excited, very excited on Russian companies.
Yeah.
well, we already agreed that you may investigate
Polius metals.
Polius Metal, which is a huge gold producer, and then Polymetal,
Yes, I've seen.
which has a 6.5% dividends,
Yes, I've been to the Polymetal, one of the refineries in far eastern Russia.
and nickel production, Norilsk,
Of course, Norilsk. you know.
Norilsk, which is now down
Yeah.
a significant from the high level reached in around earlier.
I believe, yes, this has been a company whose shares have been under pressure because of many
I have-
management issues, and I think I have a. My friend.
They have pollution issues.
Yeah, but also I have a colleague who's an engineer and sold his Russian copper company to Russian copper company.
Mhm.
EMX had a stake in that at Malamish. And Tom Bowen is his name, and I believe about 2 years ago he joined the board of Norilsk,
Norilsk.
the nickel company.
Norilsk
There's value there.
May be owned by Abramovich.
Yes, he is. It is.
Yes, the Chelsea now president of Chelsea Football Club,
Yes.
if I'm not wrong. So it's one of the oligarch of Russia,
Mhm.
which is,
Okay.
and then I'm excited. I've no problem in investing in Russia. I know that for U.S. audience may be a challenge, but I have no problem,
Yes.
and possibly they have the highest reserves and the lowest extraction prices.
But you had a good point to make about Russia in general. Like me, Luca's been to Russia maybe 5-6 times.
5-6 dozens of times.
Anyway, we both have some familiarity with different parts of Russia.
So I speak also Russian. So
Yeah, say something.
it's a very young country, very high education of people, very high university rate,
Mhm.
study, young, and they are Russian. I mean,
Yeah.
they believe. Oh, we arrived.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have.
So we are entering Lecce Airport.
Right, but to get back to Russia, real quick, a very young population, a very proud population, a very
And an immense resource territory,
mhm.
which is, I think, is no compare in the world.
I think we're going to kind of hold off there now for a while. Let's have 2 more names that we share in common from the Calandra Report
For Calandra Report, what we share, extra gold
Extra
together
Gold in Ghana, yes, Jimmy
in
Longshore.
Ghana, which is performed well, to me at least.
And
And what else?
well, we're looking at a couple companies, Banyan Gold, that's Tara Christie's
Banyan Gold.
company in the Yukon. We're looking at one, and we're going to have another call with Tara at some point here. And EMX, of course, you've made money on.
EMX.
Golden Valley Mine / GROY, Gold Royalty now, a recently completed transaction. That's the one there. And budget. And let's just say that we are, for now, making money, and I hope that we got a little insight. Give us some parting words quickly in Italian, come italiani.
Saluti a tutti
Saluti a tutti.
e fate tanti soldi. Ciao.
Amico mio.
Ciao.
Ciao, piacere.
Piacere.
Ciao, ciao. Thom Calandra, Luca Bitonti, the Calandra Report.
Lamezia Terme.
Lecce Terme, Lecce, Puglia, LUCA, Santa Maria del Luca.
Santa Maria di Leuca.
Ciao. By the way, a very underrated and area where I'm going to look at some property today, tomorrow, the next day. Bye. Ciao.